Well, good evening, YouTubers. It's been a while. This has just arrived in the post. I have a sneaking suspicion I know what it is. So while we unbox it and have a look what's actually arrived, I'll bring the camera in and we can take a look. Okay, this could be a recent Kickstarter. It is Raccoon Tycoon. This was Kickstarted not very long ago. I backed it and I saw a preview copy of it in Essen, and I was interested. It reminds me a lot of Clans of Caledonia, so what I'll do is I will quickly grab my special new fandangle camera, push this camera back so that we can actually see my ugly mug, and I'll go and get the new gimbal and we'll take a close-up look at some of the stuff and some of the components in the box. So I'll put the Kickstarter up on the page and exactly how much you pay for this game. It's an economic game, I believe, which is based around all sorts of various animals and trading and selling goods in order to manipulate markets and things that you want to trade. The stuff in the box looks pretty good. What I'll do is I'll get the other camera on in a minute and I'll let you take a look close up. This is the Kickstarter version, so we've got some nice realistic looking resources. A giant, well, I'm assuming this must be a first player marker. A giant first player marker, which, well, doesn't look very, we'll put it there. I'll let you see it in a minute. We have some tarot size cards. I don't think they're tarot actually, they're a little bit smaller than tarot. I think tarot is slightly longer. But we have a lot of cards. The artwork's okay. I'll pop those open now when I get the iPhone on the go. Oh, notes. So, paper money. That's a new one. I think I'd much rather see coins. It's not actually paper money. It is paper money because I just ripped one. You know, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to like that. I may have to replace these with some coins from another game, but what I'll do is I'll get those out as well. I'm going to take a look. And there's some cards, which I believe is the ways that you manipulate the game and stuff. What I'll do is I will get this laid out on the table nicely. I'll grab the new iPhone gimbal that I'm going to get to play with, and I'll do some B-roll and we'll show you some close-ups while I gas about the game itself. Stay right there. This is what you get in the box. The card stock is really quite thick on the tile markers themselves. The artwork is quite nice. I'm quite enjoying the artwork. It's pretty good and fairly self-explanatory. So the iconography is quite good. Just some red cubes in a bag. I don't know what they're for. This is ghastly. So I'm assuming this is a first player marker or something to make sure that you are. Well, I don't know what, but basically I don't like that at all, but maybe that's just a Kickstarter exclusive. The realistic resources, so they're self-explanatory and they're quite nice material. And we have steel, straw, wood and wine, and I'm assuming this must be maybe wool or coal, probably coal. It's coal. Rather than coins and metal coins themselves, you get notes, which I thought were plastic until I ripped one, and they're actually made of like a plasticky, papery material. And there's various denominations in the game itself, which I'm not a fan of. So who knows? I've never played a game with notes. Well, not since I played Monopoly as a kid. So we'll have to wait and see what that comes out like. The cards themselves are of a plastic kind of card stock, so they're not actually, doesn't feel like they're card. It feels like they've got some plastic in them, which means they're going to be easy to shuffle and good to maintain. Again, the artwork on these cards is nice, if a little dull, but I suppose it does the job what's required when you're playing the game. These look pretty. Again, repeatable and not really much change in the way they look. That's repeated here as well, which is the Tycoon Railroad cards themselves. So you're getting repeating artwork, but the artwork looks okay, and the cards are chunky and big. They look okay. It's not my favourite looking artwork in the world, I've got to be honest. They remind me a little bit of Wind in the Willows, a little bit boring, but it is what it is. No doubt the game will play well because of it. The The town cards look very nice. The artwork isn't repeated on these, so you have got, I think you've got changes of artwork on every one of these, and they look pretty good. I like the look of them. And there's quite a few. Again, until I've played the game, we'll figure out what these town cards actually do, but these all look pretty and look like they're going to be nice to look at. The board, yeah, it's a little bit dull down here, so look, let's have a look at this bit here. So a little bit dull and a little bit dark down there, but again, it's probably fairly easily laid out. And then you have your various stacks for your stock market manipulation, which is I just can't get Clans of Caledonia out of my head. That's what happens in Clans of Caledonia, where you are manipulating tracks in order to make sure your products are worth more when it comes to selling. So that's what the game components look like. Let me get this set up a little bit, and we'll take a look on the big camera and have a little wrap up. So this is what a Raccoon Tycoon looks like set up for a 2-player game. There's a couple of things missing that I haven't actually put on the table. Basically, each player gets $10, and the second player in the game gets to choose any 2 commodities of their choice. What we're actually looking at, and the ghastly first player token, which is horrible. The game is fairly simple. It is literally, you are manipulating the markets in order to trade your goods and your money, and to make money in order to buy towns, or auction on railroads, or actually buy more buildings, which make you more efficient at trading in the goods. If I show you on this camera, each card has a few symbols on it. Basically, if there is more, you can choose 3 of the bottom symbols to gain those resources, and then you increase the resources of the symbols on the top of the card. So for example, on this one I could take 2 straw and a wood, but I would need to increase the price of wood, iron and goods on these tracks. And that's one of your actions that you can do. Another one of your actions that you can do is to sell your goods, which means you actually sell. Say I had the coal was worth 7 and I had 3 coal to sell. I could drop it 1, 2, 3, and I take 3 times 7, which is 21 coal. It is literally a lot like Clans of Caledonia, where you're manipulating the markets in order to purchase better buildings, which gives you more productivity in order to do the towns and just gain more goods. And you carry on working your way through this deck until you get to a point where either the town cards are all gone or all the railroads are gone, and at that point the game comes to an end and the person with the most victory points wins. So it's it seems like it's a fairly simple game to play. Quite looking forward to playing it, to be honest. I paid, let me check how much I paid. And I'm back with that seamless intervention that I paid about £38 plus around about a tenner shipping for the Kickstarter edition that you see here. From what I can tell, it says you get some exclusive content, which I believe is probably these mission cards, which were, I don't think these come in the retail version of the game. And I don't know, probably that thing is Kickstarter exclusive. Maybe the wooden resources are Kickstarter exclusive. So this was about 38 quid. So all in all, once I paid my shipping and stuff like that, it's about nearly touching £50. So whether it's going to be worth that money, I don't know, but could be a nice, fun, simple game. If you'd like to see a playthrough of how this one works, let me know in the comments below, and I'll dive into it and I'll see if I can actually do a playthrough playing against the same person and see if it's the sort of game that you'd be interested in. Anyway, there you go. Raccoon Tycoon. My name's been Phil from Small Robot Tabletop Hobbies, and I will see you on the next video. I don't know why I pointed at the camera then.